Before we even get rolling on this video, let's give a shout out to my awesome wife over there. Thank you, wifey.
Egg whites for the dogs.
Egg whites for the dogs? So check it out. The other day, where is it? I was flying at Bando Island. The new Bando Island, as you guys may have saw in my video. If not, you can go back and check out that video. Anyway, this is my older beater quad that I have been beating the living crap out of for quite a while. Frame's still good, things are still good, but I noticed she was flying a little ruddy. Now I have my fresher build over here with the Talon F7 Fusion and the T-Motor Mini 55 amp, I think it is in there, and the Brother Hobby V3 2207 motors, the Avengers. Anyway, so I'm thinking I need to spruce this little guy up a little bit. It's time to freshen her up a little. These motors are probably, I don't even know how many builds they've been on. They're probably 2 years old. They actually still feel kind of tight. They still sound pretty good. But I know they're getting a little dated. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I started looking through my stuff, and I got motors over here. I got some flight controllers and stuff, and some other stuff I can do. And I got a couple half-built QAVRs here. And then I still got one over here that's still analog. And then I found hanging on my wall, I forgot I had built this one. And this one has the Talon F7 Fusion dual gyro in it with the T-Motor ESC. But this is kind of an OG build. This is a 5-inch frame with 6-inch arms on it. See if we compare it to the other one. I have the camera in my hand, so you gotta bear with me. See, it's just a little bit bigger than that guy. And it's kind of an old school thing from back in the day. We used to put the 6-inch arms on the 5-inch because it would supposedly, you know, it'd give a little more smoothness, a little more buttery to the video because it had a little more swoop with the longer arms on it. Like if you take a bottom mount, like this bottom mount here, you take one of these bottom mounts and you put a GoPro on top of it. Can you guys see that up there? It looks really robotic because the GoPro is in the center, right? So that's why everybody freestyles. I don't know about everybody, but it's better to freestyle with the top mounted battery and the camera out front because it gives it that nice flowy look. So by putting the 6-inch arm, and I don't think it really makes any difference anymore. Back in the day, the firmware wasn't nearly as good as it is now. So it did help it smooth it out a little back then, but now I don't see that much difference. I just kind of built it as a nostalgia thing. Plus, it's really good for building dives. Having the longer arms gives you a little more resistance, a little more hang time. Not just building dives, but just like hang time in general. And the other thing I did with this, what's going on there? Oh, I got a battery I'm burning down. Here's an old battery here. The other thing I did with this, which is another old school thing, was to toilet tank the battery. I just filed little slots in the QAVR frame and toilet tanked the battery on there. So I don't remember when I tuned this, if I tuned this, whatever I did, I don't remember. But we are going to take this bad boy out and fly it today and see how it goes. Got everything charged up over there. I also got this Tron. This T-Motor Tron. I don't know why I bought this. I really don't do that much of this style of flying. I bought it because I had bought these little batteries for something else a long time ago and I had them sitting around. So I wanted to use them on something. Like I was building this little micro guy here, I don't know, like 3 years ago. And it kind of got stuck to the side over here now because I couldn't figure out a way to mount a camera on it. It's like before DJI and anyway. So I have this Tron here. Maybe I'll show you guys it one day. I'm not really into this style of flying, but it's all set up and ready to go. Something different. I don't know. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's go out and fly this bad boy and see what happens. Shall we? We will head out to the park. Okay, so we are at a spot that we affectionately nicknamed the Japanese park because, like, the flowers and some of the little sculptures, the little arches and stuff here are Japanese style, and like the little lamps that they have going up and down these pathways are very Japanese style. It used to be farmland, and we started coming out here like when the park was under construction. I used to fly my 8-inch out here a lot, but I didn't do a video out here because there was like nothing here, just open fields. Maybe I'll do a video on that and like cruise the 8-inch now that it's built up. But anyway, we are gonna fly, and there's still rice growing out here. So we're not gonna get too crazy because it rained really hard just a day or two ago, and all that rice paddy is full of water. Not only that, when you crash down in the rice, it's very, very hard to find your quad. As you can see, they're over there harvesting some of the rice right now. So I think it's still partially a farm and part a park. And like, not many people have discovered it yet, so there's hardly ever any people out here. And definitely not on a bright, sunshiny day, because everybody here likes to hide from the sun. They don't want to get a tan. Anyway, so we are gonna fly the OG long arm toilet tank. I don't think I told you the reason we used to toilet tank the batteries was to center up the weight more, so it's not on the pitch and roll. I mean on the pitch axis so much, it evens it out to the roll. So let's take a cruise around here, see how she flies. I forgot I even had that build. I didn't touch it, I just pulled it off the wall, put a GoPro on it. Let's plug it in, see what happens. Okay, well, that did not go as planned. I lost video during that power loop and crashed like hell, bent a bell, snafu'd that there motor. Bye, little motor. Yeah, I don't rebuild motors, I just throw them away. And it turns out that the way I had the connector connecting wire from the camera to the Vista unit routed underneath here. It got pinched like crazy and frayed and broke. And that is why I lost video. You guys see it there? Right there? Right there. I don't know if it's coming in focus, but it's there. It's broken, trust me. So I ordered these a while back. They're a little bit, they were supposed to be a little bit longer, like replacement wires. I think it's the right one. I'm gonna get it out of the package one-handed. Because I'm currently holding. I want to show you guys, I want to replace it. I've never done it before, but we're going to do it together. But my bench camera was dead, so it is over there charging right now. So I got the old Pocket 2 in my hand that I'm checking this out with. This is supposed to be the right cable for this, but I don't know for sure. Let's see if the connector is even the same length. Seems to be. So, are they exactly the same on both ends? Seems to be. That seems to be right. I don't know if anybody's ever, I'm sure somebody's done this and it's out there somewhere, but we are going to, I'm going to pull this unit out of here while the bench cam is charging up so that we can get to everything and take this little guy apart, and we're going to replace the cable. So this turned into a bench video, repair video instead. How about that? How about that? All right, let me get that pulled off of there. Wait for this here camera over yonder here to charge up, and we'll get busy. All right, so eyeballing this here thing up. This here's the top side, and we got screws both top and bottom. And by the location of this cable, it's got a little keeper. It's got a little keeper right there, and it looks like it's attached to the bottom. So I'm just going to take this here bottom plate off and see if that gets us where we need to be. I already took 2 screws out of it, but I wanted you guys to see what was going on here. I didn't desolder it and take it all the way out. I don't think that's necessary. Those screws over in a little bang so I don't lose them. Let's see what happens here. There's like some glue on there. Oh yeah, see, it already came out. Ta-da! There's a little cable keeper in there. So maybe I didn't even have to take the screws all the way out. I could have just loosened them up. And it does appear that that is the right replacement cable. I think. Yeah. That's it. I don't know if you guys can see that matching up right there. Are both sides exactly the same? It appears so. It definitely, come here, fiddly little thing. Yeah, they're both exactly the same. I don't know if you can see, but there's like a little, there's one blank spot right in the middle of that cable. And that's what I'm matching up to see if they're the same. This replacement cable has a twirl on this end of it, like it curves. So I'm going to put that into the air unit because this end does not have a curve in it. And I will put this end into the camera. So, then you look at this cable and it's got its little teeth. And then it's got the little silver back right there. So that's pretty self-explanatory, right? Just slip it in there and clip it down. So I don't even think we need to take this thing. Maybe, I don't even think we needed to take it apart. I think we could have just taken this little keeper screw out. And it's got a little divot there, just like the antenna does. And we probably could have just slid it right on out of there without even taking it apart. I don't know for sure. Get it popped back in there. If we can. My big old fingers. Come here. Silver side up. Teeth down. I know you guys probably cannot see a damn thing right now. Boom. I got it. By God, I believe I got it in there. Sure looks like it. It's lined up for sure, so I'm going to throw a couple screws back in here. And then kind of stick my tweezers in there and push it down to see if it kind of snaps in place. So we'll put a couple caddy corner screws. Like so. Yeah, it seems a little bit on the loose side. Usually they snap. Usually they pop a little when they go in these little cables like this here. There it goes. I just stuck my tweezers in there and pushed down on the top of it a little bit, and it is snapped into place. That was easy enough. Yeah, she's golden. I'm going to push down on this little keeper a little bit here. Kind of bend it down a little bit more. Make sure it's getting held in there nice and solid. There's that. So now we got to take this here camera apart. Shouldn't be no big deal. Oh, you know what? How the heck do you get the cable through the hole? How are we going to get the cable through that there hole? Before I go any further, I better put these last two screws in here before I forget. Ah! Easy enough. Oh, they are steel or something magnetic. I didn't think they'd be magnetic. Maybe they're stainless. Okay, so there's that side repaired. Nice. We got the cover off of here, or the screws out of the cover. And we get the cover off. Alright, so that was fairly a simple deal. I slid a little blade in between there and got that to come off, no problem. One thing I just noticed though is there's a little crack in the lens right there. I have another Vista unit, but we're going to go ahead and repair this one and see how bad that crack affects it. If it's too bad, I'll just throw the other Vista unit in here and try to order another camera, nebula camera or whatever. So we got the little back off there. Imagine we just pull this out. I don't see like a keeper or anything on there. Yeah, there she goes. Pops right off. And now I see there's like a little rubber grommet here with a split in it. So imagine we just pull that out, push it out, like so. And then we should be able to slide the cable through the hole. Don't lose that. Turn the cable sideways. And there's the old tore up cable. There's the new cable. I guess it is quite a bit longer. So, I'll turn that sideways and slide it through the hole. Put our little split grommet back on there. And then mush her back in the hole. We're golden. One thing I don't remember is which way was up. When I put the cover back on. I think that's the top. The little label goes on the bottom. Let me look at my other quad. No, label is on the top. Okay. So that little label thing there goes to the top. Apparently. We'll find out. I think you can flip it, can't you? Line this little cable back up on the pins there. Pop it into place. No drama. Just squishes right in there. Piece of cake. Smush this little guy all back in there real good. Says this way up. So it should go back on like so. There we go. Stick our screws back in here. Teeny little failures. Alright, so that was really freaking easy. Way easier than I thought it was going to be. I will say though, I don't think you need to take that bottom off like I did, because it's, like I said, it's got that keeper right there. And it looks like you can just unscrew the keeper and get the cable in there without taking the unit apart. So now, let me get the goggles out and get our new handy dandy plug-in app so we can all see if it works. So I don't know if you guys know or not, but in the Play Store now you can get the DigiView app. Please plug in the goggles. Always open DigiView. Yeah. Okay. Waiting for video. I need to plug the quad in. Oh crap. Stand by. I don't have the I don't have it hooked up. I gotta plug the I gotta plug the board back in for it to work. Okay, let's try that again. Power's on. Oh. Ta-da! We did it. Just waiting for video again. I don't know what's going on there. Because we are live. Huh. Looks like the app is a little clunky here. Maybe or maybe not. May just be me. Could be my cable. But it is working. You guys can see that much. I will monkey with that app later. Let me look in the goggles and see. If I can see that crack in the lens. Yeah, it's a... Can't really see a crack. It's more like a blur. Ooh, making myself dizzy. It's actually not too bad. It's probably flyable. Like if I shine it up into the light. Let's see here. I mean, you can see it just a little bit down there. But it is not like... I thought it might bounce in the light. But it's not that bad. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with it for now. And if it gets worse later, then I'll fix it. Because it ain't all that bad. It's just like a little blur, a little spot on there. So cool. That wasn't too bad. Easy peasy. Just put the quad back together and we are golden. I like it. So, if you mess up your cable, it's not a big deal to replace it. Super easy. Done deal.